Hi, Michelle here. In today's video, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the 5 Dischidia in my collection that I like the most. It is going to be a cute little dive into Dischidia. I don't have very many, so this is just a little peek at the ones I have. I've had Dischidia not as long as I've had Hoya, but I do enjoy collecting them, and I do have a few of them right now. So I thought I would go ahead and gather the collection and show them to you. If you'd like to see more videos such as this, especially Hoya related videos, please consider subscribing to my channel. That would really help me out. I have a goal to make it first to 500 subscribers, which I'm just so close right now. But then it would be, after that, my goal is to make it to 1,000 subscribers. And that, considering that I started this channel from zero a few months ago, about 6 months ago, that would be really awesome if I could get that far. And if you'd like to add to the conversation, add to anything I may say today, please consider putting it in the comment section below. I do read and respond to all of the comments in my comment section, so please know I will get to you. It just may take me a day or two to respond, so please give me some time. That kind of dovetails into what I've been doing. You may have noticed there was a month lapse in my videos. In June, I didn't have any videos. And where I was I had a total knee replacement surgery. So my right knee has been bothering me since I was about 8 years old. I have had lifelong issues with it, lifelong pain, lifelong struggles, I guess you could say. I had 5 surgeries on it before I had the knee replacement. So my most recent surgery on it was back in October. And unfortunately, my knee was just at a point where it was not able to go ahead and go forward on how it was. So I had the surgery June 10th, and I was doing pretty good. And then all of a sudden, they used a special mesh and a special adhesive. It's kind of like super glue, but for skin. They used a special adhesive to close my surgical incision. They did do stitches, but they were all on the inside. So there's no stitches to remove on the outside. So they closed it up with this mesh and this glue. And unfortunately, I developed an allergy to the glue. So it started off as an itchy rash, and then it spread to blisters, and then it spread to popped blisters, and then it spread to serious red rash, raw all over my whole knee. I spent about 2 days in the ER. They were convinced I had an infection in my knee and I was going to need knee surgery. Thankfully, that was not the case. I did not need to have any type of additional knee surgery. My knee is back. It's healed now, but I did have to take about a week and a half off physical therapy without moving. I had to not move very much so my knee could heal. I did have to have a special medicine wrap put on my knee to help heal it, and thankfully it did. So now I am back. I'm back in physical therapy. I had physical therapy yesterday, and I'm happy to say I'm right on track where I should be with my progress, which is really happy for me. I biked yesterday, which the last time I went to physical therapy, I couldn't even get one revolution around because my knee wouldn't bend that far. So I'm biking now. So anyway, I'm back with the Hoya videos. So let's go ahead and get on to the first Dischidia. The first Dischidia is one of my favorites, and this is the Dischidia acuminata. And I really enjoy this Hoya. If you get close to the leaves, see if I can get close to that, you can see how they have veins, and they are very veiny, and they have beautiful leaves. I have it in low light so that way it will maintain its dark green hue, but you can see in the new leaves where the veins are on this plant, and it's very beautiful. I got this as, I believe it was 4 leaves. Yeah, it was 4 leaves. It was this leaf and this leaf and this leaf, these 2 leaves right here. So I had that. Thankfully, it's grown the rest of it since then. I would label it a medium fast grower. It is not the fastest grower on the block, but it does sprout out quite a few leaves when it's happy. I have it in a cocoa husk mixture right now. It looks like it's cocoa husk and large perlite. And as you can see the pot, there are quite a few roots in this little pot. This is a little 2-inch pot for it. It took off rooting pretty fast. So it is really rooted in there. So I'm happy that it is, and it looks like it's just fit in and really started to produce the leaves. So I hope to have this get even larger here in no time. So the first Dischidia that I'm going to discuss today is the Dischidia acuminata. The second Dischidia I like to talk about is another one of my real favorites, and this is the Dischidia ovata 1 stripe. And this is kind of crazy right now. It fell off its trellis. So I am going to, let's see if I can get this camera pointed down a little, and I will go ahead and trellis this as I talk about it. This Dischidia came to me as a small cutting, and I think it was, I'll have to put a picture of it up, but I think it was a few leaves, maybe 5 or 6, maybe 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 leaves, and I didn't think that it would grow very fast, honestly. I was convinced that this was going to grow very slowly. And so I put it in my Mills bow, and I kind of didn't pay any attention to it until it really started to grow on me. So let's see. Oh, there's a little clip in there. So it is a very fast grower, I've found. It is a cousin to the regular Dischidia ovata. And I do, let's see, I am almost done putting this back on its trellis, so it will be a little bit more compact. Let's see, which side is the back side? I can't really tell which side on this would be the back side. So I've had this, I think I've had this since October 2024. I believe that's when I got this. I'll have to look on my list and put it on the screen. But as you can see, it is a wiry little Dischidia. It definitely likes to go. It definitely likes to shoot out runners and grow from there. Okay, and one, and then right up here. Okay, now we have it all. I'm gonna call this the front. Or what do you think? Is this the front? Let's take out, see, we got this, or we got this. This is still a little crazy looking. So let me see if I can grab up some more of the, there we go. There, now it's tied a little higher. So we have this side and we have this side. So this is side 2 and this is side 1. What do you think? What's your favorite? Let me go ahead and raise this back up again. So what's your favorite? Is it side 1 or side 2? So I think I like this side the best. So the Dischidia ovata one stripe is definitely a fast grower. It's got this beautiful leaf that sun stresses, as you can see right here. The leaves sun stress really beautifully when they first come out. You can see over here on this side, you can see the sun stressing leaves, the new leaves. They look really beautiful. They come in and they have this just one stripe right down the center. That's all they have. They're very subtle. I think they grow very fast. They're very thin. They're not a thick leaf Dischidia. They are very, very thin leaved. So it grows in a mix of cocoa husk and perlite, and I do see roots in it, but the roots, as you can see right here, this is a solid root, but it's very, very fine. So I am going to leave this in its cup until it's ready to go into a larger pot. But this is the Dischidia ovata one stripe, and it's one of my favorites. The next Dischidia I'm going to talk about is probably the one everybody thinks of when they think of Dischidias, and this is the Dischidia ovata. This is the regular Dischidia ovata, the one that some people call the watermelon Dischidia. I do not have a very large Dischidia ovata. This was given to me as some small cuttings by a plant friend, and it has just grown from there. I started as 4 cuttings. 3 of them took off. One is just kind of a lump on a log over here, but has majorly thick leaves. These other ones have shot out tendrils. Some of the tendrils have not yet formed leaves, like this one and this one. This one's just kind of going out to space right now, but they will form leaves. I've had this Dischidia about 1.5 years now. The original leaves are very thick. Actually, pretty much all the leaves are very thick. They definitely are very succulent in nature. I think this is in a very small pot with a very chunky mix, but it does have soil in it. So I think this is why this can withstand a lot of skipped waterings. This can, and it stays real thick, because it has water reserves. So I think this Dischidia ovata, which is in my Vitzjo cabinet over by my front door, that's where this stays. It's a beautiful little trailing plant, trails off the side of my Vitzjo. It looks really beautiful. I don't have too much to say about the Dischidia ovata because everybody seems to have the Dischidia ovata, and it's just such a beautiful plant. It's definitely a showstopper because of the markings on it. I wish I had a bigger plant of it. I am thinking about taking cuttings of this stem and repotting it into something a little larger. That is a thought of mine, but unfortunately I have enough plant chores with other things that just need to survive that this is really on the back burner. So I will let this enjoy growing for as long as it needs to be until I get done with all my plant chores, and then I can repot this and take some cuttings and pot it with it. So this is the Dischidia ovata. The next two Hoyas I'm going to show you are actually, technically I found out, the same Hoya, but they're different. So let me go ahead and my voice is giving out. This is the first one. This is sold to me as Sarawak NOID. And I paid a very pretty penny for it. I bought it as a 3-leaf cutting and rooted it myself. It was interesting rooting because it's got such a very thin stem, and I normally am not good with thin stems, but thankfully this one worked and I got it rooted. And you'll notice that the leaves are very elongated, but you will notice the ripples and the ridges that this Dischidia has. The leaves are very long, they're very dagger-like, but it does have a lot of dimples, I guess you could say, a lot of texture to the plant. The leaves come in a little lighter. I don't know if you can see this leaf right here I'm holding up. It comes in a little lighter, but that's about all. There are 2 new leaves right here, if you can see them. They're coming in a kind of a golden color. But this was sold to me as a Hoya, but it's not. So it was sold to me as a Hoya, and it was sold to me as some sort of maybe a lacanosa of some type. Wasn't really sure what it was. But I took it because I loved the ridges about it. I loved the texture. It's very, very thick-leaved. The leaves, as they stay on the plant, they get very thick. It is a little pubescent on top. This is the Sarawak NOID, which is, interestingly enough, a Dischidia hirsuta. Yes, yes, yes. This Sarawak NOID is a Dischidia hirsuta. And I know you will probably say, wow, those look pretty different, but they're not. Let me get out of the way here so you can see them both. This is the Sarawak NOID, and this is the Dischidia hirsuta. It's kind of thrown in the pot right now. I was trying to root it along the bottom, and of course it never rooted. I mean, it did it for a little bit, but this is the whole Dischidia hirsuta that I have. I've had this for about 3 years now. I got this as a gift from a friend, and it was very small when I got it. It did not grow for me for quite a while. I will show it to you again after I kind of lay it back down in the pot. There we go. It did not grow very much for a very long time. I did put it in this pot with the intentions of it growing into the base and then springing new tendrils up. I am going to repot this into an organic mix, and then I think it will send roots down into the soil, and it will do that. But this I've had for probably a couple of years now, and it looks absolutely nothing like the Sarawak NOID, with the exception of they both have the dimples. See if you can see the ridges and ripples in that. Can you see them? Hopefully. They do have little ripples, little abs as I call them. So I was forwarded a Instagram post. See if I can put it up here. I was forwarded an Instagram post that said the Sarawak NOID was now considered a Dischidia hirsuta. So, you know, I cringe at the amount of money I paid for my Hoya Sarawak NOID, but now that I know it's a Dischidia hirsuta lineage, I can enjoy it some more. I'm not mad or anything like that I got a hirsuta. You know, I do like the hirsuta, but, you know, it is what it is. And now I have two hirsutas, definitely different looking though. Definitely different looking. So this is Dischidia hirsuta number 1. And this is Dischidia hirsuta number 2, more along the lines of the regular Dischidia hirsuta. That's the video for today. I really hope you enjoyed seeing these 5 Dischidia and getting to know them a little better, getting to see them a little close up. Let me know, do you have any of these Dischidia? Do you have all of these Dischidia? Let me know what are your favorites. Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video with me all the way to the end. I know that you could do a lot more things with your time, so I really appreciate you spending it with me. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.